Massive trout. Massive trout. Today's video, we are going to be hiking to this river. We're gonna float across just to camp on the other side because there is a creek that supposedly at this time of year, these massive trout make their run to get into. We're gonna see if we can get into them. All right, I made it down to the water. The sun is setting though, so I'm trying to float across before the sun sets and get camp set up. So now I just gotta blow up the raft. All right, we got the raft all blown up. Let's get across the river. Just realized as I got the raft in the water, I forgot an oar. A little inconvenient, but we'll figure something out. All right, got a little wet, but we did make it across. I'm gonna go ahead and set up the tent. Hopefully I can get done, get a fire going before dark and I can do some fishing. I got camp set up and a fire going. I probably have about 30 minutes before it gets too dark to fish. I was gonna hike up the creek and try to catch some trout tonight, but I might just fish from camps. Didn't get any bites tonight, but I also didn't fish the spot I wanted to. I decided just to save it for the morning, but it's been a very peaceful night. Got a nice fire going. It's just nice to be up here, you know, camping remotely, you know, no one around and being in nature. It's pretty peaceful. So although I didn't catch any fish, so far the trip's been pretty fun. But hopefully tomorrow, get into those monster trout. Well, good morning. I slept great last night. It was a lot of fun just to, you know, be up here in the middle of nowhere camping. I do want to start fishing, so I'm gonna hike up to the creek and hopefully find those massive trout. First fish of the trip. Caught him pretty quick too, which is nice. My first cast was a snag, which was a little annoying. You know, rumor is they get a lot bigger than this, but heck, if I catch 5 more of these, that's a good meal. So I was just going with a weightless night crawler, and I could see probably a 20-inch trout come up and bite it, came out of its mouth, but it was so cool. I was able to watch the whole thing, but there are massive trout in here. Massive trout. Massive trout. I think get him up. You've got to be joking. It might have been the biggest trout that I've ever hooked into. It was over 20 inches long. And I got it to this cliff here, and I couldn't get it up and over because it was too heavy of a fish, and I was dragging it over a cliff like an idiot. That sucks. All right, so far we've caught 2 really nice trout, but we've also hooked in to some even bigger trout that we haven't been able to land. One thing that's been pretty annoying is I've been getting snags left and right, but that kind of comes with the territory of fishing a creek like this. But it is crazy that a creek, you know, this small is having fish 21 inches plus. It's a little frustrating. The big fish are in here. I'm hooking into them, but they're coming off. But the holes are so few and far between. I've hiked so far. I can see another quarter mile ahead and I don't see anything. So I think it's best for me to
turn around at this point. As I pass those holes that I've hooked into fish or caught a fish out of, I might drop down, see if anything's moved back in. Another nice trout. Hey, I just snagged again. I've lost so much tackle today, but I did just catch another fish. But when I was walking down, sneaking to the creek, right on the edge, another like 20-inch trout. That was a huge trout. I would love to catch at least one that was over 20 today. I mean, I've hooked into a couple fish that are 16 inches plus, even a few that were 20 inches or plus. I know no one's gonna believe me unless I catch one of these so I can prove it. I bet the biggest fish I have now is probably about 16 inches. I wish I was a better fisherman and I could actually catch them. We almost got our limit for the day though. That's what I'm talking about right there. Another nice one. This one's not 20 inches, but I swear I've been seeing them. Phone's gonna die any second, but we caught our limit, all between 12 and probably 18 inches, so not bad. But we're gonna take down camp, we're gonna float across and go home. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you for watching.